The Premier League has started, and yesterday I checked out all of the 22 to 23 home kits for the Premier League teams, and they were a little bit meh. However, I think for the away kits they've added a little bit more flair for most of the teams. So let's give them their rankings from top tier to terrible. Let's find out. Okay, first up we've got Arsenal. Now Arsenal, it's not too bad. I don't like the coppery bronze colour for the logo and the sponsor, but I like that it's plain black, but it's got the detailing in the actual black. So I think that certainly makes it a little bit more interesting. I would actually go as far as putting it as a decent. I don't think it's a classic kit, but they've actually been a little bit more adventurous. I really like that some teams are including some sort of pattern behind. Now, this isn't too in your face because it's black on black or black on grey, but it's interesting. It's better to look at than just a plain, boring top. So I would say Arsenal's away kit, decent, not too bad. Now we go on to Aston Villa. I'm going to start them all in average just so we can get a clear view of them. Now, Aston Villa's kit is claret and blue. And I've made my feelings pretty clear with claret and blue in the home kits. I don't like claret and blue. I think it is a horrible, horrible colour. And this is mainly blue, but this is disgusting, right? This is disgusting. I can only give it a terrible. It's got some sort of, it's got the very thin claret stripes, very, very thin. And I see they've matched the badge and the sponsorship with that sort of claret colour. Great, but it's just pretty disgusting, right? It is pretty disgusting. Let's move on to Bournemouth. I love how they've got, is that Hollywood Bets? Now, I don't like it. Straight away, I don't like it. It's really dull. If you look at it, now Bournemouth is sort of a rival to Saints, but they're not really. And if you compare it with that, what they've done with the blue, I just think it's really dull. They could have been more exciting. I think Bournemouth were actually in the top tier for their home kit because I liked they had the stripes, but they're sort of like lightning stripes. And I think they've just gone backwards with the away kit. I think they could have done more with it, really. So I can't give it better than a terrible. Now we go to Brighton and Hove Albion. And they haven't got a very exciting kit, granted. However, at least what they've done with it, they seem to have given it some, I think, is it plain orange or is it sort of two-tone? Because it is quite vibrant, okay, because it is quite vibrant, I will leave it in average. Only because the colour is quite in your face. It's quite exciting, I suppose. It's normally the sort of thing you'd see a goalkeeper wearing, that sort of bright, luminous colour. So I'm going to give Brighton average. I can't go higher, and it is pushing average. It's only just in there. Now, Crystal Palace, it does look like a child has drawn it, right? It's sort of the opposite of their home kit, but it does look like a child has drawn. A child's just scribbled. You know, where children can't keep within the lines. That is what it is. Now, it's a little bit different, okay? It is different. But it's quite vulgar, right? As I said, it is like a child has drawn it. So I can't really put it in the decent, I don't think. It's different, but looks, average at best. Now, Everton, are you a fan of pink kits? That's the question. There's some teams have been brave. I think Real Madrid did a pink kit. Man United did a pink kit. This, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm saying I like seeing the patterns. I like seeing a sort of design on the top, but I don't really get it. I just don't really understand. I don't understand what that's meant to be. I don't understand what it achieves, and I really don't like it. Pink kits I can get over. I don't think pink kits are great in the first place. Plus that design, I don't like it. However, I will give it a meh because they've tried to do something slightly different. Now, Liverpool, starting average. It looks like we're going on a sort of a hallucinogenic trip, right? I don't understand. I think I've got to go. No, I'm going terrible. One, I don't like Liverpool, but also it's just not a very nice kit. I can see, it's cool that they've tried doing something with it, but they have failed. Whatever that is, they have failed. Big time. I don't know if it's water or it's something like that, but it's nasty. Even the black doesn't fit right with it. The black sponsor and logo and whatnot doesn't fit right. No. Just no. Let's get rid of that rubbish. Man City. Now, Man City, it's slightly different. It's got the stripes, and it's going diagonally. But I can only go there because I don't really think it's that nice. I think it would have been better if the stripes went onto the sleeves as well, and the sleeves were at that diagonal stripes. Had the stripes on the sleeves at a diagonal. I don't think it works. I think it's only stripes on the front as well by the looks of it. I just don't think it works. And weird. Man United. Let's move on. Now, Man United, they sort of done what they've done with their home kit and sort of not. They don't have the same collar as the home kit. They've got the old style background to the badge, which is quite cool, going back to their old school. But I don't like Adidas kits. I don't like seeing the Adidas stripes on there, and I don't think it's very nice. No, I'm going worse than that. I think it just doesn't look right. The stripes, whatever they've done there on the collar and the sleeves, it just doesn't look right. Who looked at that and thought, yeah, that's a nice kit? Because it looks awful, right? I do see that a lot of these top teams, I think, let themselves down with kits. I really do. It seems to be the bigger teams that don't get it right. Arsenal here are clearly the difference there, but not good. Norwich. Now, Norwich have gone a little bit. It's interesting. Not Norwich, sorry, Norwich. Nottingham Forest. You see where I got it wrong. Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, very much similar to their home kit, and I like what they've done. It's plain yellow to start off with, but look, same as their home kit, their sleeves, they've added some detailing to it. They've got that sort of greeny blue. Does look a bit like what Norwich could have as their home kit, though, doesn't it? It really does look like a Norwich home kit. And I like that they've gone out of the box. Both kits, they've got that extra detail on the sleeve, and actually I quite like it. I think it's quite cool. A little bit Brazil-esque, Anyway, next up, it's my team, Southampton. Now, when this was released, it was very, very mixed thoughts on the Facebook page, the Southampton Facebook page when it was released. It's the waves of Southampton. I really like it. I really like it. I think that is a cut above. That is the best top. That is the best away top in the league, I think. I love that it's not just random lines. It's not, Everton have got these random triangles. Forest have got, well, whatever that is, I don't know, like they've gone into a bush or something. Arsenal, just random triangles, I think. At least with the Saints, it's blue on blue. There's like 3 different shades of blue with a sort of a bronzy, coppery outline. But it symbolises, I suppose, something. I reckon they could have changed the badge and changed the sponsor to be blue, just to match a little bit like how... which teams is it? Sorry, even like Bournemouth have done. They've matched the colours of the badge and the sponsor. I think Saints could have done that, but I like the symbolism of it. Southampton are by the water, and we got waves. I really, really like it. It's out of the box as well. Sorry, yeah, it's outside of the box. It's different, and that's what I want to see. That is sort of you can look back at that, especially if Southampton had a good year this year, you would look back and think that kit was our good year. I really, really like it. Now, we come on to Tottenham Hotspurs. It's a little bit different. However, I would say it looks like a training top. This is the sort of top that would be a training top. There's no real collar. There's no real detail of a collar. It looks like a training top. It's very much like Man City's kit, home kit last year. It looked weird and it didn't look like a football kit. It looked like a training top. I think it's terrible. I really think it's awful. So I can only give Spurs a terrible. It's a training top and no more. Let's move on to West Ham. Now, West Ham, very similar to their home kit, the style where they've got really thickened collar. I quite like it. I don't like claret and blue. The home kit, the away kit is not claret and blue, whereas Aston Villa, they've just reversed the colours. I quite like it. I don't think it's anything special, granted, so I can only give it an average, but I quite like black kits. You don't see black kits that often, especially at my level, because the referees wear black and therefore other teams have to wear colours. I actually quite like it. It's quite simple. I don't know if there's a design in it or anything. Maybe there is, but I quite like it. Simple, but effective. Then we move on to Bournemouth. Sorry, hang on. What team is that? I can't... Is that Leeds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're missing out a load of teams. Anyway, we're just doing what we're doing. Oh, man. That's Bournemouth. So Bournemouth have gone interesting. I do apologise. Bournemouth have gone quite interesting, look. They have gone out the box. They've got Defabet. I'm sure... Didn't Aston Villa have Defabet last year as their sponsor? Anyway... It's not too bad. It's a little bit confusing. They've sort of gone for leaves, which is a bit weird, I think, because I don't associate Bournemouth with leaves. I think I would only go average because I know they've gone out of the box, but it doesn't really make much sense. It's a bit odd. So I think I can only give them... Yeah, I can only give them an average, if I'm honest. Then we go over to Wolves. Now, Wolves, it's not awful. It's not awful. I think I would give it a meh because it's like the astronomy on their top. Astropay, maybe that links with the style they've gone for. It's got almost the astronomy with the yellow, the real faint lines, like a galaxy in the background. But I don't think it works, if I'm honest. I don't think it works. I don't think the sponsor works. The sponsor on the sleeve, it doesn't work. Odd. And I can only give it a meh. Which teams are we missing? Chelsea. We're missing Chelsea. Missing Leeds, unless that is Leeds. Missing Fulham. Weird. Anyway, we've got what we got. Very hard to find the ranking for the 2022-23 Premier League away kit. So that is what we're going to have to deal with. That is my ranking. Saints at the top, my team at the top. They've done quite well for kits this year. However, I do stress, I still do not agree with new kits every season. I think that is disgusting on these billionaire owners. But thank you so much for watching. Which do you think's best? Which do you think's worst? Do you agree with me? Let me know down in the comments and I will catch you next time.